You know what really was the shit? The fucking Disney afternoon. At that time, Disney showed some of the best animated shows of all time, like DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And in the late 80s and early 90s, Capcom had the rights to make Disney games, and one of those games that I played in my childhood was Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers for the NES. I absolutely loved that game back in the day, but unfortunately it was a rental game, so I couldn't keep it. Now, usually games based on movies and TV shows tend to suck, but this game and most of the other Disney-based games by Capcom were exceptions. So let's check it out. So when you start off at the title screen, you have the option to select 1 player or 2 player. 2 player is co-op, where player 1 is Chip and player 2 is Dale, but in 1 player mode, you get the option to select which character to play as. For the plot, the Rescue Rangers' neighbor Mandy lost her cat, or so it may seem to be like that at first. But after the end of the first stage, it is revealed that the so-called kitten wasn't real, and it was only a trap by Fat Cat. And in the process, he captures Gadget. So now the Rescue Rangers have to go through each level until they confront him in order to save her. Basically, this game is your ordinary platform, but it's really fun to play. The objective is simple. Get to the end of the stage and kill as many enemies as you can if they get in your way. To kill enemies, all you have to do is pick up an item like these apples here and just throw it at them, and they're dead instantly, kinda similar to Super Mario Bros. 2. You can throw different items like these boxes and throw them in 2 different directions, straight or up. And you know what's cool about these boxes? Take a look. You can be like Solid Snake by hiding inside them.
I'm in a box.
Anyway, getting back to the game, there are also items that you can collect, such as these stars, and if you collect enough of them, you'll get a 1-up. Or you can get a 1-up by collecting the stars that flash while floating in the sky. You can also collect 1-ups and items every time you clear a stage. And if you find these red boxes, you might be lucky to find Zipper so that he may help you on a certain part of a level before he goes away. Consider him invincibility in this game. These red walnuts give you extra energy. Use them wisely because you only have 3 hearts, and if you lose them all, you'll die. Also, if you lose all of your lives, you go to the continue screen, and if you lose all your continues, it's game over. Now, I'm not sure what these flowers are for, but I think they're useful when playing in 2-player mode. To me, these things haven't proven useful when I play in single-player mode. Once you pass the first stage, there are different areas to choose from, similar to the Mega Man series where you select the level of the boss that's in it. And once you complete levels A through G, you may think it's over, right? What's this? Fat Cat just ran off? Yes, it's true. You get to play at... Wait a second. Hold on a second. 3 more levels! Now just because this game is a platform doesn't mean it's a piece of cake. Once you get to areas H, I, and J, the game starts to kick your ass. Like in this part in area J, where if you hide in a box and the enemy shoots you, the second he approaches you and you try to get to the second box, but you're too late and you get hit. It took me forever to pass that part, but thank God I did it. These fans in area I can be a pain in the ass too, especially when these birds are in the way. And like Mega Man, in each area there's a different boss. Some bosses can be killed just by throwing at them numerous times, and some can be killed by hitting their weak spot over and over again. And of course, Fat Cat is the final boss. But the question is, what makes this game so fun? Could it be the fact that it's just simply a good platformer? Could it be that sometimes you do different stuff in each level, like turning off the sync? Or the fact that it reminds us of Mega Man and Super Mario Bros. 2? Oh, fuck it. I think it's all of the above. Oh, and check out the music in some of the levels. They kick ass. The only minor gripe I have with this game is that Chip and Dale have absolutely nothing different from each other except for their looks. But still, they do the exact same thing. So it doesn't matter who you pick. You'll be playing these characters the same way as each other. Here are some weird moments I found in the game. In Area G, why the hell do these lizards suddenly fly up in the sky when they jump? It looks like they were about to fly to me, but who knows? But the most bizarre and funniest moment in this game has to be in Area I. You know those big birds where if you throw stuff at their mouths and they spit them back at you? Well, that's not the only part where you can't hit them. Guess where else you can't hit them? In the ass! Look at this. When you throw stuff at it from behind, the bird takes it, shoves it up his ass, and throws it back at you. This is by far the funniest glitch I've ever seen in an NES game. It just doesn't make sense to me and I find it stupid. Yet I continue to laugh at this moment every time I watch it. So anyway, after you beat Fat Cat, you get an ending that's kind of disappointing in my opinion, because all they say is, no one can stop the Rescue Rangers and shit like that. I was hoping for an ending like Mega Man, because this game was also made by Capcom, but I guess we didn't. Oh well, decent ending. Now, I have not seen the cartoon series in a very long time, and the only ones I can remember from the show aside from Chip and Dale are Gadget, Fat Cat, and that fat looking mouse chief that was also with the Rescue Rangers. I think I also remember Zipper, that little bug that used to help the Rescue Rangers sometimes. Anyway, if you're a fan of the series, a fan of Capcom, an NES fan, a retro gamer or whatever, then I suggest you check this out. It's an awesome game, and that's all I gotta say. Overall, I give this a 4.5 out of 5. And if you didn't have enough enjoyment from this game, well guess what? There's a sequel. So stay tuned for the next episode of Radical Games, and I'll talk more about it.
Sometimes some crime goes slipping through the cracks.